right. Come on. Don't feel the one that's up. There. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Oh Jesus. My chair's stuck. Oh God. Ah. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now we can move on. I'm gonna go kill the Mongol camp.
Let's go, Solo.
Quiet. Always forget the volume. Every time. Every time. There. Now we can go.
I'll get them. Leave me alone.
On we go. That wouldn't be the safest thing to do. But this is. Can we make it from here? Hope. Definitely not that height. Oh God. Nope. That I think that should have been a ledge, but apparently no. Oh good. Yeah. Not making that. Ow. Aha, now we're free of the force. As fun as this is, I do like the ability to just walk in and just stab the commander. Because I think I can keep the helmet. That looks bad. Uh-huh. Yeah, the mask is fine. The Kratos mask is fine. Make sure we're moving in the right direction. This way. Okay. What the hell is this? That's already a place I freed up. Okay, good. I don't have to deal with that. We can just keep moving on. See. Well, let's see if we can make it all the way without running into anybody. That make this a very long journey. Bird somewhere. We're still overall having fun. It's just that there are a lot of issues, particularly with some of the enemies in this. Because they're just high. Because again, like they're just. And yeah, I'm gonna continue to gripe about that. Because why is there an enemy that has no discerning of what the hell it defies on Earth? So what type of grouping does it get? It's a big guy, but that does nothing. I think it might be spear. I don't know. All the oddballs seem to be spear. Well, there's the one where it keeps switching, but spear seems to be consistent. Whoa! Whoa, ho, ho, that's awesome.
하라고.
Hi. I don't know why that took a while, but it did.
Just ready.
You're gonna die. Oh. Your turn. That should be everybody.
Over here!
Oh, there's the camp.
You'll be free soon.
Next time you come through, sake's on me.
Go. Be well.
Please, take this.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's go take care of this camp. Right. It's only like one guy. Oh, what
You
the hell
can't stay
now?
hidden forever. Creeping around like a filthy-minded criminal.
Anyways, I can go about this. Wait, that's a captain. That is a captain.
These animals are caged. Run free, little ones.
Okay. Die. Few more over there, a few more over there. Doing pretty good. Perfect! You die, now you die, and now you die. And now I go back up over here. That worked out great. And I think that might be... Oh, no, that's not the last of them. There are more over there. But if I can attract these guys... Uh-oh.
Энэ чулуу мо самурай хоёроор сомсолоо. Тэр тин багаю тэнд харагда гулпида.
The archer knows where I'm at, but he's the only one. he still thinks I'm in the same place. Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? How strange. Are you gonna check it out? No. Oh no! What was that? Whoa! What was a sound? It was such a strange sound. Oh, what could it be? Oh no, I'm dead! Oh, there's 4 of them. Oh no, there's a lot more. Well, better go running. Hello, idiot. Oh, you're not getting up. You die. Now you're not you. I'll take you. No, that's fine. You weren't necessary anyway. Having 4 up would have been good, but whatever. Well, I did have 4 up. 5 up would have been good. Probably would have lost it anyway. Or wouldn't have mattered because I'll probably come across another convoy, kill the captain, kill everybody else. Oh, at least the monkeys are free. Okay. There we go.
What's he?
Okay, that's taken care of, and we got more mystery things. Ooh. Oh, there was one over here. Oh. Yeah, we've pretty much gone around almost the entire island at this point, so
Hungry bears.
not much we haven't done.
Haven't seen a sword like that since the samurai ran off.
Or at least hopeful. I'm sorry, was somebody crying out for help? You are, but you don't seem to actually have a mission of any kind. Okay, I'll go. I guess I'll just move on. Sorry, I can't help your pup. Oh, it's right over here.
The monkeys calling to each other.
Well, okay.
Perhaps the ones I freed.
I would think so, considering you're right
I
here.
should try my mother's old song again. She never wanted me to sit still. She taught me to play and move. Like a monkey.
Okay. Okay. I do like those segments. Those are fun.
Not bad. She would tell me to copy her bobbing her flute left and right, just to make sure I'd mastered it. I will say, it's hard to play when you're laughing.
Okay. Pet the monkey. Or feed the monkey. Okay, there's that. Let's go see that one. Oh my god, no. Okay, there's a way down over there. Okay. Thank you. I'm hitting the button and you won't go. Hi. Okay. God dang. Get up there. Good thing you move that thing fast. That way. Up towards the smoke. Wait, isn't this? Yeah, this is the camp. Okay. So that was pretty much unnecessary. I'm probably guessing it's this. This is not. Yep, it's another memory. Or not. Hello.
Whatever.
Okay, so I guess I don't talk.
That's close enough.
Oh. Okay. That's all this is? What is this? Oh, this is just a thing. Okay. This is just a plate. Okay, that doesn't mean anything to me. I don't care. Getting some stuff is nice, even though I'm probably not going to utilize it. Man, that was just a full restock.
Consumers never tire so easily. Are you dreaming or awake? You can no longer tell.
How to get up there? There was another one that was somewhere up on the map, wasn't there? What is this? Oh, another shrine thing. Oh, goody. Yay. Question is, how the hell do I get up there? Wait, what? Is there no way up there? Why would there be no way up there? Can I cheat it and teleport up there? Kinda. Okay, so this is the entrance. Oh, okay, there's that there. Wait. Oh. Okay, so I was supposed to go all the way around that way. Okay. Alright, well, you can cheat to get up here by teleporting. That works. Alright. What is it this time? Stone knows no season, nor the colossus that was failed to save one's soul. Wanderer, come like through mist, a ghost casting no shadow. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a reference to Shadow of the Colossus. Well, yeah, that's kind of blatantly obvious considering it's mentioning Colossus and Shadows. And like the other ones, I'm just gonna skip to how the hell do I do this? Searching. Yeah, Shrine of No. Shrine of Shadows? Yep. Shrine in Shadow. I'm sure that sounded great. Yeah, tribute to Shadow of the Colossus. Buddhist footprint. To solve it, you must equip the ghost armor and then use a smoke bomb in front of the session. Okay, what if you didn't give me a smoke bomb? Gear, outfit, bam. Ghost armor. Throwables, wind chime, firecracker, black powder. I don't have a smoke bomb. Hey! I don't have smoke bomb. Wait, I don't. Oh, black powder bomb. Okay. Thank you. Do I have to be in full armor? Okay, that's not it. How about this? Nope. How do I use a smoke bomb? How do I use a smoke bomb? Also, if I in the studio, exit the thing again. R2 selecting it, the quick item wheel. Or the Colossus. Now we look like a Colossus. Stop moving your head. Now we look like a Colossus. That's awesome. Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. I don't care about the saddlebags. Helmet and none. What does it look like with the helmet on? If we can even find it. Oh, it takes it off. Boo! Give me the Colossus mask. That's awesome. Alright. That takes care of that. This. Teleport to there. So we're not running all the way across this world forever. Oh, God. Okay, what's this?
Don't bring trouble.
That's a small little place.
I hit those lanterns fast as it's ever been done. So I was told.
Probably could take him a horse. Oh well. It's another arc racing. Well, ow. Well, let's do this.
Shoot at least.
There we go. Easy. Again, I'm not really worried about the rewards on those. I just want to do them. Or at least say I did them. I want it to be a trap. Have I opened up new areas in the map from doing that? Well, that I would have. Well, too late now. Oh. Can't even call my horse because I keep having to jump off cliffs. Oh my God. What the hell is this? That's one hell of a fall. I can cheat it! No, I can't cheat it. Well, they're not there now. All right, go around the back side of the rock. moving right along. Oh, gonna keep jumping off cliffs. Because holy crap, if it's not a steep decline. Up over here. It's a memory thing. Great idea. Yep, yep.
My father's forces made their initial camp here on the island.
Did they?
My lord, your father is ready to address the men. You must gather your armor.
Okay.
Come. Your father wants you to join the men.
They consider themselves the masters of Iki. Lords of the sea. But I don't smell lords. Do you know what I smell? Rats. Greedy, vicious, disease-ridden rats. And we have found their nest. Come here.
I'm here.
Apologies, Father.
Every warrior under your command owes you 5 heads. As for what you owe me, 50 heads each. Anything less, and you can swim home.
Uh-huh.
Ready, the men. We march for Mount Takenotsuchi.
Father.
Let me have a look in the light. You're wearing that armor to battle.
The battle, you say?
The shoulder's loose. One good strike, that's all it takes.
I'm sorry.
A warrior learns from his mistakes, or he's buried by them. But you won't die today. Remember your training. And never leave my side.
You wish I hadn't come.
You're here now. Pay attention. Sharpen your skills. Make your father proud.
Did I make you proud, Father?
The world may never know. Anyway. Oh, come. I know how to get that last little bit by riding to where we need to go. I know it's a long trip, but hey, if we come across enemies, good for us. That'll give us that last little bit. Not that it really matters because upgrading technique is something I don't really need. Because I have no technique to upgrade. How do I run it? I could just use my own. And should just use my own. Oh, right. On we go, Sora. On we go. Where do we go? This way. This way. guess riding down wouldn't have been that hard, but it was more fun jumping off of the cliff. Make our way up. That's all we gotta do. Make our way up. Goodness. Keep going up. Look how far up we are. We were just down there. And we ran out of space to go. Okay. Go around. Only thing we can do. What the hell? How? Oh, there's another mystery thing. All the way back where we came. You know what? It'll get us south of the fort, which is kind of where I wanted to be. I didn't really expect to get to the fort.
Hui! Arvo!
Who's the captain here?
Hui!
You're too.
Zipsige Birt!
Murder.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention to anything you have to say now. No. Oh, you're dead already, okay. Is that it? That was it?
You're going to be all right.
It still didn't level us.
But when age cuts into your skin, figured I was done for.
Find somewhere safe.
Uh-huh.
Be careful.
Alright, I killed that guy right next to you. Oh, yeah, die, please. Oh, this is where you went. Right to the edge of a... Good placement, Sora. Oh, God. I'm alive! Great! This way. Oh, okay. Just gonna keep doing that. Just bust up my ankles a bit, that's fine. Oh. Please tell me I'm near to where I'm trying to get to. Oh, for the love of God. What's the... Get up. Luckily, there's an easy... Yes. Okay, let's do this. Ugh. That mask. Acceptance. Oh, I'll reflect on it, alright. Oh, I'll absolutely reflect on it. But we'll pick that one. And, we'll pick horse. And, yeah, we'll pick that right there. There we go. Done.
A head of spears shifts. A good friend lost to grazing. Sunsets lead to dawn.
Beautiful, wonderful. We move on. south of the camp. Or at least I'll presume this will lead me south. I'll just work my way around the mountainside. That'll be fine. That should do it. Yeah, look at it. Yeah, no, that's literally what it is. Just a mountain that leads up to that. And there's no other place in this map that is like that. Huh. Now I'm heading straight for it. Great. That works. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Something tells me. No, I think I'm fine. This is not a dead end. Good. Good, good. Oh. I thought that was going to be far steeper than it was. Or far, whatever. It's a bush. I think you can just run through. Okay. I would not know how to follow any of the roads in this game because I have not followed a single road consistently. What the fuck? Where did Sora go? Why did my horse just disappear? Why did my horse just phase through the ground and despawn? That was weird. Why did Sora just despawn from underneath me? Why did that happen? Oh, there's the yeah, there's no easy way to do that from up here. Not a bit. I followed the directions. Great. I just gotta find a way to get down. Where's that dick? Over here. Okay. There it is. Okay, there we go. Oh, we gotta talk to her, okay.
There's the samurai who freed us from Fort Sakai.
Jin from Yarikawa.
Yes?
You outdid yourself this time.
Thank
My
you.
men returned safely, and Fort Sakai is in our hands.
Mm-hmm.
We finally have a fighting chance against the Eagle.
Any news on her whereabouts?
Not yet, but I did learn something. While you were busy, my scouts recovered orders the Eagle sent to her shamans. It sounds like she wants to capture a samurai.
Did she name them?
No, but I think we can guess who she's hunting. What I want to know is, why does she want to take you in alive?
The Eagle captured me when I first arrived. I escaped, but maybe she wants to finish what she started.
What aren't you telling me, samurai?
Fune, Jin, we were searching for the Eagle. Lost her, but then we stumbled on one of her patrols. Tracked them all the way back here. The cliffs outside are crawling with Mongols. We had to sneak back in to avoid being seen. The Eagle knows we're close. She's going to find us.
She's retaliating. This is payback for her warship. And the death of her lapdog, Kumbish.
We can evacuate to the ship.
Abandon your home now and you lose it forever.
You'd rather die here?
We could draw them away from the refuge. Fight them on land.
They outnumber us.
So do the samurai. You know the terrain better.
What about an ambush? Somewhere we have the advantage.
Kidafure village.
We have a plan?
Round everyone up, Tenzo. We need to go now.
All right, let's do this.
I sent scouts ahead of us. They'll lure the Eagle's forces to Kidafure village.
I've got people preparing an ambush.
What about the people who live there?
It was abandoned after the Butcher of Iki destroyed it.
Your father put the entire village to the sword, and you did nothing to stop him.
The lookout tower. We got a good view up there.
Our scouts will lure the Mongols here.
I'm glad that that just happens now and he just has
Get
zero
people in the most
concern
likely
over
places. A few of us on horses can hold back.
And respond where we're needed. Like stopping a wildfire.
We need to cover a lot of ground. Where should we position the men?
Just hear it, ignore it, and move on.
Place them among your father's innocent victims.
Uh-huh.
The tree line. Station people there to keep watch.
If they see something, they can signal us with those fireworks we took from the ship.
Set them off the moment your people see the invaders.
Yeah,
Then
that
we
works.
ride in.
How about that?
Hide people in those houses and granaries.
Where your father's victims hid, terrified and weeping.
And if the Mongols don't get close?
Have riders ready to hit their flank. Force them in range.
Uh-huh.
What would you do there?
The moment the villagers saw your father's men approach, they knew they were doomed.
That was where they fell back.
What? Who fell back?
Where we could fall back. If we're overwhelmed.
We'll reinforce it with whatever we can throw together.
Get everyone in position. We'll hang back for now.
Oh, stop
They
messing
don't
with
know
me.
the horror your father inflicted here. The horror you failed to prevent.
First off, he was a teenager. Second off, he would never disobey
Ride
his
to
father.
your posts.
Third off,
Signal when you spot
welcome
the
to
invaders.
war. It's horrible. It sucks. Shit happens.
You said that was where they
Shit
fell
happens,
back.
you mourn, you move on.
You were here. When your father massacred the village.
It wasn't a
Not
massacre.
matters. Keep moving on.
What do you call armed men slaughtering an unarmed village?
A village hiding armed fighters.
And their families.
The people who lived here ambushed our patrols. Set traps that maimed and killed our warriors. Slit their throats while they slept.
What did you expect? You came here to kill us! A friend of mine grew
Not
up in this
wrong.
village. After the samurai left, I found his body. But it took me a week to find his head in all the mud.
I'm sorry, Tenzo.
You're sorry. Do you have any idea what it's like to find your friend like that?
Yes, actually.
Do you know how many lives your father destroyed?
Too many. If I could change that, I would.
But you didn't. Others had to end his cruelty.
And I watched him die. I could have saved him. But I didn't.
Why not?
They're here. Get to the
Talk
horses.
about this later.
They're coming. Get ready.
Tenzo, Jin, with me. Strike hard and fast.
Where are you?
If the Mongols overrun us, we'll fall back here.
The group will stay
I
to
was
bolster
falling
these
right
defenses.
Whatever.
Fighting on the side of your father's killers. What would he say?
He would call me a traitor and be very disappointed. But he's dead, so who cares?
Run them down, boy.
Time, we are fighting an invasive army. Hello! Dirtbag! Woohoo! Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you? You man! Yup. Oh, that shouldn't count. But it did. Oh, come on, I'm trying to reload my streak. That might have been it then. Perfect.
More Mongols heading in!
We need to burn
And
our
we'll
people
kill
no
'em.
time! Charge!
You! Oh, come on! I got hit! Okay, I'm trying to...
That shaman fuels their bloodlust.
Oh, okay. Okay, take care of those guys. Damn you! Trying to build up a streak here. Oh. Will you aim at the dude? Thank you. Why? Mind if I
That's all of them.
Easy pickings, right, Jin?
A good start.
Fireworks! More Mongols on the way!
Mount up! Let's go!
Sort of come.
Oh, there you are. Get on. Get on. Thank you. I would
This is
like...
just like the old days.
She's enjoying herself, remembering how
Oh
they
my.
slaughtered the Samurai.
What did you say? I ignored it completely because I didn't care.
Let's ready a welcome for the Mongols.
There's a few drums of black powder on those carts.
You've been busy.
Hey, that worked.
Here they come!
Aim for the barrels!
And bam. And now I can do this! you want to be. Thank you. Jesus, you have a lot of health. Hell yeah!
We held them off. For now.
You'll never forget the sound.
Salvatore!
So much blood. The ground was soaked in it. Devastation all around you. Look what Kazumasa Sakai did. The
Oh
butcher
no, I've kind of experienced that entirely throughout the last several months of this,
More fireworks to the
of
west.
this
Can't
war.
keep this up forever.
Let's go.
I can keep this up all day.
Feeling alright?
Yes. Keep moving.
Where did the horse go? Okay, horse got stuck.
Brune, you think the fallback defenses are ready?
Our people need more time.
We'll hold back the invaders as long as we can.
Hold up. Fireworks stopped. It's gone quiet.
We had lookouts posted here. I don't see them.
Might be an ambush. Let's take a closer look.
Okay. Oh, cutscene. No, probably nothing.
They've captured the lookouts.
Hang back.
Oh.
I can sneak in. Surprise the Mongols.
Let's be a sneaky snoop. Okay. Captain. There. All over there. Anybody here is... Huh. I want to take out big guy. He would be easier to deal with. Let's take care of big guy. No, he's walking away. That works. I like that option. And I didn't get seen. Wow.
Person who nicken heads all.
Uxtamo samurai. Hindway.
Move in! Help him!
Okay.
Coming in.
Oh, now you want to do that. Okay. Make a decision of what you want to do. So now you want to short. Okay, fine. Hey. Decide what you want to be first. Okay, thank you for doing that. Now I can go after you like. You just need to die. Oh, what was that? It's your chest.
That's all of them.
Yay.
Untie the men.
Yes. The trade-off guys are, I would say, a bit buggy because it's like, okay, they're shield, but then that doesn't work. And then it decides to work, but now they're going to be sword, and now that doesn't work. And then it works. Even more. Okay.
There are too many of them, and we're spread thin.
We're out of time.
Everyone, get to the horses. Retreat to the tower. We'll face them there.
Lead the way, samurai!
My God.
Fall back.
Your men timed, Quinnet.
Hey.
Defenses are ready. Hold the invaders here!
We make our last stand!
You're damn right we do. Fine with me. Come on. You die. And you die. And now I do this. Good job, dummy. Oh my god, this is awesome.
Keep fighting! Push them back! Smash the invaders!
So much.
For Iki! For Iki!
No. Oh, you're all afraid now? Good.
Keep after them!
Be afraid.
Give chase! Cut them down!
Yeah! Woo! Ellie.
May your death benefit all beings.
No, no, no. Let's not do this here.
Jin?
May your death benefit all beings. I've heard that before. From my father's killer.
You're hearing things. It's the eagle's poison.
Say the prayer for yourself before I end your life.
Do it. On this blood-soaked ground, where your father massacred hundreds.
He was trying to save lives. You knew who I was. What you did to my father. You lied to my face.
You lied to yourself. Your father was my enemy, not you.
How did someone so worthless defeat Kazuma Sasakai?
I don't know. Luck! He slaughtered dozens of us before we brought him down. broke his leg, I think. All I did was finish the job. Get on with it, samurai!
Not yet. You killed my father by luring us into an ambush at Senjo Gorge. That's how we're going to kill the eagle.
We need more than the two of us.
Talk to Fune. Then meet me near the canyons.
We can't hide who you are anymore. But if I tell Fune...
Do it. Tell her I'm Jin Sakai. She knows I fight for Iki. My actions prove it. Tell her I am not my father. If I was, you would be dead.
The benefit of all being. Oh. Criminy. Hey, there we go. Legacy Redeemer. Charm of versatile skills. Doubles the effect of minor charms if it is the only minor charm of the same category equipped. Raider Captain's Headband. Okay. All Sakai armor dies have been unlocked. Okay, that's great. I don't really care about that. Perfect. Let's do that. Come on, Sora. Let's go. Hopefully, this might be one of the last things. I'm kind of hoping for it. I love this game, but yeah, it's starting to drag. With going right into the DLC is causing it to kind of drag on a little bit. I kind of want to move on to Ghost of Yeltai. Going to that point in time. Hello, everybody.
I wasn't sure you'd show up.
Wasn't sure you would either. Fune, I take it Tenzo told you who I am.
He did, Sakai. And if we weren't in the middle of a war, you would both be gathering flies.
We won't survive the day with blades held to each other's necks. First, we stop the eagle. Then we'll settle this.
Deal.
I came to hear your plan, Sakai.
Don't give me
How's
that
a band of
crap.
raiders supposed to take down an army of Mongols?
The same way you defeated the samurai 15 years ago. You lured my father into Senjo Gorge, took his life, and forced the Sakai clan to retreat. We can do the same to the Eagle tribe.
How do we get her attention?
She's hunting me. If I provoke her, she'll chase me into Senjo Gorge.
Where we'll be waiting to spring the ambush and send them to hell.
It could work.
We'll have to find the Eagle first. She's always on the move, hunting new victims to poison.
I have scouts combing the island. They'll find her.
When they do, I'll get her attention.
Not alone you won't. Any day now, the Eagle will find our refuge and burn it to ash. If this is our best chance to stop her, I'm going to make sure she takes our bait.
Then it's settled. Tenzo, see to the scouts. I'll prepare the ambush.
I'll camp here until we're ready. We have one shot to bring the Eagle to ground. Make it count.
Let's do this, boys and girls. Let's free Iki from this menace.
Jin, Scouts spotted the Eagle's force.
Is Funa in position?
The canyons are crawling with raiders. We just have to lure the Mongols to them.
Perfect. Let's do it.
We'll meet my scouts. They're keeping an eye on the Eagle's force.
When we attack, I'll get her attention.
You said she's hunting you. What does she want with a poisoned samurai?
She wants to make me one of her shamans.
What?
One of her followers at Fort Sakai said she wants to recruit me.
But she forced her poison on you.
The sacred medicine is poisonous to most, but her shamans use it as a rite of passage.
Are you still seeing visions?
Yes! In fact,
Yes, and they're getting worse.
I warned you this would only end in madness and death.
Enzo, over here!
The Mongols are sweeping the island, looking for the samurai.
Is the Eagle with them?
She called a halt and released some of her eagles to fly. We weren't spotted.
Let's get a better look.
I was that.
Going to get himself killed.
Let's see what we got over here. Hello. Up. Go here. Now move 2 feet.
Look for the eagle's helmet. Shouldn't be hard to spot.
Okay. Is it
her.
this?
The eagle is here.
Where? I don't see her.
Right there. She sees us. Move in.
There you are, Lord Sakai.
Let's
I've
go.
scoured the island for you.
No, not now.
Accept my gift. Become my shaman.
No, I'm
Your
good.
gift is poison.
Refuse me and you will die here. Just like your father.
Damn it, where is she?
Tenzo! Tenzo!
The eagle got away! Look for her!
She was never here, Chief.
Hey!
No, you're not. You're not getting me that easy. Nope. I had almost the full thing. Threw off. Okay, come on.
Jin, what happened?
Oh, I have to talk to you now.
The Mongols were waiting for us. But if the eagle wasn't here,
And where is she?
Where am I, Jin?
be silent.
What place on this island calls to you? Where were we destined to meet again?
Can't be.
Central Gorge!
The eagle is there, where my father was killed.
We have to get back to Fune.
Let's go.
I underestimated the eagle.
You sure you didn't want to become her shaman? Offer us up to your new master?
I'm no traitor. When I was imprisoned, poisoned, I thought the eagle was someone else. I told her about my father, how you ambushed us at Senjo Gorge.
So she knew your father died there. Then she learned you joined our fight. Heard we were planning something big.
She's one step ahead. We can still win this, Tenzo.
The entire force is attacking. They'll overwhelm Fune.
Don't worry, I make up for the equivalent of 5 men.
Haksal Hutton! Where are you? I know you're here! Face me!
Where's Loud now? Moving on. Yeah. Who's throwing bombs? You are. Look at these. Oh! Take the hit.
Little help!
Yeah, hold on. Oh, you got okay. That was
The
it.
bastards came out of
Great.
nowhere. What happened?
We'll explain later. Did you see the eagle?
She led the attack. Killed half my men. We need to fall back to the refuge.
We won't get a second chance at this. We have to bring down the eagle now.
You're as stubborn as one of my crew.
Then let's go.
Listen up! We're hunting the eagle!
Into the canyon!
Oh, for the love of God.
It's too late. The battle is lost. You failed, like you failed your father. Do you remember how you let him die?
Get off the shield, man, and hit the armor. Okay, that's not who I'm going after, but that's fine. Okay. I technically hit the wrong button, but that's fine. A little bit of delay on your death.
Your mind is lost. How do you know this battle is even real?
Jin, still with us?
I'm fine.
Oh, hello.
Lord Sakai, you returned to me.
The eagle. Is she here this time?
Remember the great Kazuma? Broken and bleeding while you shook like a newborn calf.
I was a child.
A samurai, not a foe. But when your father was desperate, you hid like a coward.
I'm doing it. Ow!
Yes,
How
keep
is
fighting!
that fair? And now you're showing. And now you're gonna try. You had to be the one to roll off on me, dude. Yeah, I'll be the distraction. This is kind of unfair. Again, these guys are all horribly unfair.
Good work. Keep hunting for the
I
eagle.
hate those things. I hate them. They suck. Like,
How are you
my
holding up?
God, could
I used
you
to only
have
hear
a
her
more
voice.
unfair
Now I see
enemy?
her, feel her presence.
Maybe being here
Nothing
makes the
affects
visions
them.
more
I can't
intense.
get near them. How am I possibly supposed to fight them? You missed. Go. Oh my God.
Are you not tired, Lord Sakai? Come,
Not
I will
really.
give you peace.
Fuck you.
And I will give you cold steel.
Jin, hold it together.
Remember your terror. Your father's dying screams echoed off the canyon walls. Let me take away your pain.
I'll send you to hell.
Okay. This is bullshit. But sure. Oh, here you are. And now the rest you're basically hot shot. I don't have any gold with you right now. I said with this guy. I'm avoiding. Fine. You want it so bad? Take it. I don't want to go after you, but fine. As long as you're in my way. You guys are never going to let me have my special ghost power.
That's the last of them.
The eagle has to be close.
You know where I am, don't you?
The eagle is waiting east of here, where my father was killed.
I'm not betting everything on your gut, Samurai. You go east. Tenzo and I cover the other path.
No. I'll go with Jin. He needs me.
Good luck. To both of you. With me!
Keeps ruining my combo because
Meet me in the heart of your pain. Let me heal you.
Damn it, give me silence!
Jin, you need to turn back.
Too late now.
This is the place.
Where you killed my father.
Oh. Wonderful.
The sacred medicine brought you here. Do you know why?
To end your reign of terror.
No. To be healed. For years you hid your pain. The sacred medicine allows you to see it.
Against my will, your medicine is a weapon.
Don't let the darkness take you, Jin. Let your spirit soar in the eternal blue sky.
I don't soar over my people. I serve them.
Even the people who killed your father.
Yes, even them.
What a waste.
Handle the others, Tenzo. I'll deal with the eagle.
Okay.
How can you?
Come on.
You cannot defeat me.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay.
You are blinded by your petty allies.
This is going to be a pain. Uh-huh. How many times am I gonna die to this? Probably a lot.
How can you fight an enemy who turns
Okay,
your own
you're not letting me
mind
dodge,
against
game.
you?
Thanks, game.
You cannot defeat me. Corton is a fool, you understand.
Okay. Okay, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Come on! Okay, I can't do anything! I'm literally not being permitted to do anything.
The Sakai way will vanish.
did it. I did it.
You have never faced one like me.
You mean unfair as all hell? I pretty much have. It's been this entire DLC. I did barely any damage. Because once again, I hit the buttons and there's no reaction. That's your starting move.
How can you fight an enemy who turns your own mind against you?
Easily, like this.
You cannot defeat me.
Back. Off. Walk off. I'm still in one animation. I did it! This is... You pretty much have to be perfect with them.
Colton is before you understand.
You see, he's saying there's like two different things, so you have to guess which one it is.
The suck.
I did it! I did it!
Now I bring death.
Oh, now we're gonna do this.
Face the judgment of your ancestors, Lord Sakai.
Father.
Jin! Help me!
Jean. We should have died here together. Like warriors.
I'm sorry I failed you, Father.
Not me. Our clan. The Sakai name is tarnished.
The people here accuse us of terrible things.
Sometimes, what is necessary is also terrible. The actions I took were not easy. But they needed to be done.
You did what was needed on the battlefield. Not at home. I needed a father.
When we lost your mother, I was left with a son I didn't know how to help. So, I raised a samurai. It's time, Jin. Do what is necessary. Rid our clan of shame and defeat. Avenge me. Kill him, you coward!
No. I will never be like you. The way you lived was not my choice. And your death was not my fault.
The sacred medicine no longer affects you. How is that possible?
Yeah. Faster than the human I can register. Bullshit. Fuck. Okay. Sorry, you're bullshit. And of course, I can only take one more. Oh, there we go. We're done. Just screw you, game. Couldn't give me a full bar of resolve to start that. Nope, leave me where I was at. Well, now I have full. Screw this fight. Why are you still on that? Oh no, spins. I can't get that. I hate the stupid stick. Okay, great. Fuck off. You choose a weapon and stick with it. Oh my god, he has so much freaking health. God, oh my god! Such bullshit! I might as well just run away until she decides to pull her sword back out. There! And it didn't matter anyway! And she pulled the stick back out again. No, I'm not dealing with you and the stick because it's totally boring. Because you have 3 moves that all start out the same, and they all have different patterns. They're nonsense. Come on.
One day, you will face the judgment of your ancestors.
I already did.
One day.
That's what I think of your judgment.
May your death benefit all beings.
Tastes like vomit.
Now's your chance.
Are you alright?
I'll live. What about you? Still hearing her?
No.
I'm sorry, Jin.
So am I.
Sounds like a celebration. I better check on Pune. Tell her the good news.
Go on. I'll join you later.
Don't wait too long, Jin.
Hiding in darkness. My father's hand reaching up. Free at last from life.
He's pretty nice. Holy crap, I don't want that. Epilogue. Oh. There's a lot of stuff I didn't do. I don't entirely care. I'm just glad it's over. It's only fitting that even the final boss of this DLC is just as aggravating as the rest of it has been. Greetings, my lord. Oh.
Test my steel on a Mongol's neck.
Probably because I wanted up here. Considering that's where everybody else has been. Oh. Okay, no. Where am I going?
All the things that you see here.
Oh, she's up there.
Looks like the samurai wants a word with us.
Hello.
Fune. Tenzo. You both look well.
Feeling better with the eagle gone. Nice work, by the way.
Same to you. The Eagle tribe will lose their foothold here if we keep fighting.
Hear that, Fune? He said we.
Find me later, Sakai. I could use the help of a samurai who knows how to keep a secret.
Looks like you're healing up.
It only hurts when I laugh, so I should be fine around you.
You only laugh at your own jokes anyway.
But I'll never swing a blade like I used to.
No more robbing innocent merchants on the high seas. How will you make yourself useful?
Too many people here still suffer from the Eagle's poison. There's no cure, but I can ease their pain. Maybe even help some recover. Like you.
The Eagle's medicine forced me to relive my father's death. Gave me another chance to avenge him.
What did you do?
I realized what I feared more than dying. Failing my father. For years I blamed myself for his death, and for choosing to live. So I forgave myself. And him.
And that cured you?
The darkness never leaves completely. But it recedes.
Maybe that's how to heal the others. Guide them through the memories. Help them face their fears.
I hope you're right. Years ago, I could never have imagined saying this, but I'm glad we met, Tenzo.
Never thought I'd do this either, but... Thank you, Jin.
Okay.
I better head out soon. See if I can find more of the Eagle's victims. And get them the help they need.
Is there anything else? Or is that out of the pass? Is that for completing it? So I think you've been promoted to a new friend. Okay. That's not it. So there's more, but I don't know what more there is. What more is there to do? I'm pretty sure we did everything. About horse armors. I don't... As far as I'm aware, that's everything. There doesn't seem to be anything else left. How would we get back to the main island if we wanted to? It doesn't seem like we can. How do we...
Greetings, my lord.
Kenji.
Kenji, what are you doing here?
No one named Kenji here.
I'm laying low. If certain people knew where I was, I wouldn't last an hour.
Good. That will keep you out of more trouble when the first ship leaves for Tsushima.
I'll be first on board, trust me.
Is there something more for me to do? Or is that it? Let's check journal. No, that's it. There's nothing else. Is there something I'm missing? There's 80 here. I'm sure somebody could name me something that I'm missing. This doesn't feel fine. It's kind of, if this is just the end, it just kind of ends. Well, I'm gonna let you guys simmer on come up with something, let me know. I'm not ending this here. I want to do something. Hopefully it doesn't get me in trouble, particularly. There is something I want to watch with you guys. And the mic got disconnected for a second. Oh, it's wrapped around chair leg. Oh, that's nice. Oh. But I'm gonna have to pull it up and also get my mic into place. Currently, I'm not at my computer. So, give me a moment. So, you guys can tell me what I'm missing. Or, we'll just say this is the end. We can do this conclusion that I want to do. Overall, this is a great game. I love the game. The DLC, not so much. DLC is okay. By bit much, I mean, it needs a bit of work. Which it's probably never going to get. Also, because it's like, you have a few enemies on there that are, you have that one enemy that is just, oh boy, I hate them. I hate them so much. And the final boss, yeah, again, like, kind of appropriate for it to be just as aggravating. Fine. Okay. Oh, why is... What the heck? What is going on with this thing? Okay. Got it right. Good. Okay. That works. Right there. Okay. Now I have to get this set up to work. Hopefully it does. Because I need to create a new thing. No, not audio capture. Display capture? What about media source? What does that do? Oh, local file. Yeah. Trash that. Yep. Display capture. I don't really want to do display capture. Window capture? Yeah. Okay, that works. Then cool. What does that do? That actually fixes the problem quite a bit. Just to... There we go. There we go. So we do audio. Wait, will that capture it? Oh yeah, it does. So that works. Transition. Good. Get out of studio mode. Perfect. this is, if you can see by the title here, Game Sins Everything Wrong with Ghost of Tsushima. This is a video by Dartigan. Which, if you're not familiar with Dartigan, do not worry. He's a cool guy. Does regular streams pretty much daily. I love his videos. I like him. But yeah, he does his own parody of Citizens with games, and they're really well done. And I really like them. And this is obviously the one on Ghost of Tsushima. I'm just trying to get some stuff in here. If you give me a minute, because I need to put some credit stuff in, if I can do that. Oh, boy. Because obviously I'm not gonna have this go uncredited to him, because it's what it is. Just need to... So what I want to do here is just have the video play and then, like, put in my own commentary to the thing, because I rather to, like, maybe push back on some stuff, maybe add some stuff, whatever. I just want to see how this works out. It probably isn't going to work out great, because it's just odd to do in the first place. But, you know, whatever. Save that. Okay, there's that. Yeah, that's fine. So with that, I would say let's get this started.
I enjoy cultural appropriation. It's one thing to pay lip service to your own culture and history through entertainment you create. It's another thing altogether when someone with an outsider's perspective does it. Probably explains why I find Hideo Kojima's Metal Gear Solid games about the United States and Americans so charming. And it's probably why I wouldn't like Ghost of Tsushima as much as I did if it had been made in Japan. Had Japanese developers been in charge, this game likely would have wound up looking like an anime, with overly stylized combat and cinematics, along with every female character looking like a 16-year-old with a boob job. They couldn't copy Kurosawa films even when they had one of his unfinished scripts on hand to guide them. Looking at you, Neo, when dealing with our global anime problem, the best way to counter it is to allow people with an entirely different fetishized view of Japan make the entertainment. It still produces a fetishistic piece of entertainment, but a healthy fetish, like CBT.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair take, I would say. I like that explanation on that. That's one hell of a way to start. But I guess when you really put it out there, it's like, yeah, like, usually when you think of, like, cultural appropriation, it's usually, like, the negative connotation of it. Like, the, like, it's usually the negative connotation where it's like, oh, that's offensive, that's not right. But this is pretty much the flip side of that coin, the one that usually doesn't get, really, I guess, talked about all that much, where it's cultural appropriation, but in a positive sense, glorifying it, making, a presentation of a foreign culture, but in a positive way, in a way that's like, hey, look at this thing, and look how cool it is. And here's our take on it. And I don't disagree where it's like, yeah, if this was made by a Japanese studio, it probably wouldn't have been taken as seriously, or it's rather, it would probably have been taken probably on a more lighter end, and it probably would look less this weird form of, like, realism, but also just complete anime. And I do agree in saying where it's like, yeah, every female character would have been sexualized the hell and back. But it's like, that's But either way, it's like, yeah, that's a good way to take it. Where it's like, yeah, something like Metal Gear Solid, where it's literally a Japanese man's perspective on like Americanism, like the the glorified idea of Americanism, where it's like, yeah, it's America, and we're great and amazing, and we're gonna save the world from all the bad people. And here's a glorification of ancient Japan, where it's like, here's a bunch of samurai going gung-ho against the biggest empire in history. That's really interesting. That's a very good take on that. I do like that.
Battling at night was not something armies did back in these days. Something about not being able to see what you were doing. In the era before electric lighting, actual darkness was pretty effing dark, so trying to engage in a melee fight in that condition is better avoided, unless you want to discover you savagely chopped the head off of your best friend because you couldn't tell who you were swinging at in the darkness.
Yes, absolutely. Nighttime fighting wasn't really something that was a regular occurrence until pretty much about World War I, and even then. Usually when it came down to nighttime fighting, I don't think it was really men crossing the fields more than it was just constant artillery bombardment. And by daytime, then the troops would once again be up and over the trenches. But it's like, yeah, nighttime fighting is good for atmosphere. Reality-wise, is only a product of of modern war. So yeah.
Harunobu Adachi, descendant of the legendary Yoshinobu Adachi.
Khoten Khan's introduction is great, setting a samurai on fire with wine instead of dueling him as requested. It gets across the samurai code and how rigid and unprepared it was for battling the Mongols without saying a single word. If only Khoten Khan remained this practical throughout the entire game, though. The Mongol invasion of Tsushima is the first recorded use of black powder outside of China, so its use here is correct. But I would expect some shock and awe from the samurai at the sight of flaming, exploding balls of fire raining down on them. That would be damn near sorcerous to them. I ended up really liking the combat system in Ghost of Tsushima. It's realistic, pretty snappy, and every enemy encounter I had was usually a unique fight and had a chaotic feel to it. And here is where that "but" you were expecting invades that praise. I'm not going to overlook the lack of a dedicated lock-on option, which I think led to some of that chaos. Since often I couldn't control who Jin would attack, so I would end up swinging my katana in a stance meant to counter shield carriers at a spear wielder instead, who would then effortlessly parry my attack and run a lance through my temple. Then there's the camera, which never felt like it worked right, and would often show me the inside of a wall or a close-up of Jin's face whenever I had to fight in a cramped environment. Save the close-ups for the cutscenes game, and get these issues ironed out for the sequel so I can take a sin off for an otherwise great combat system.
Yes, yeah, I do agree with that one. Like, the combat system, I did end up loving it a lot. The combat system in this game is really, really good. Ignoring Iki, presume I'm gonna ignore everything involving this DLC. The combat was really good. But yeah, like, heck, even in this video you just saw, it's like a lot of the times where it's like, hey, I'm prepared to hit a shieldman, and I'm going towards a swordsman instead, so I guess I have to change my attack to this now. Or I can't disengage from an enemy because for some reason it's like it wants to permalock on it. And it's like, no, let me hit the archer. And as you saw with some of the combat here, it's like I was facing off against enemies while the camera was face down at the ground. And that's just how it auto-positioned. So the camera, so it's like the camera did act kind of as a hindrance, but at least it's not like a janky camera. It was easy to adjust. You just had to hope nobody was there to then hit you. So other than a few instances, the fighting mechanic and everything in this game is pretty good. And I do wonder if there's a good amount of improvement to that in Yotai.
And his uncle Shimura were the last two samurai who remained alive after the failed bonsai charge on the beach, so they decide to face Khoten Khan head-on when explosives send them flying. Jin comes to and sees his uncle being captured, then takes a couple arrows to the spine and goes down again, only to wake up days later, having been dragged away from the beach by Yuna. How she knew Jin was still alive is never explained, since he had a couple arrows sticking out of him and wasn't moving, and I doubt she had the option of checking through samurai lying on the beach for a pulse when Mongols were running around.
I am Kota.
That's a really good point.
Cousin of Kublai. Grandson of Genghis.
Which grandson, though? Genghis Khan didn't fuck around when it came to fucking around.
No. Yeah, which grandson out of the tens of thousands? You might have to be a little bit more explicit than that. More specific than that. Why did I say explicit? Specific.
Traditions, your beliefs, which villages to tame and which to burn.
What Koden failed to learn was that he should sell his invasion fleet to the Japanese mainland after capturing the island instead of dicking around here for weeks and months over one guy while accomplishing nothing. As thick as that Mongol's armor looks, Yuna's knife goes right through it. Ghost of Tsushima is a pretty impressive.
Yeah, like the real invasion of Tsushima, I think was only over the course of maybe a few weeks or so. I'm not really sure of the timeline on that one. Maybe it was months. I don't know. But overall, it's like how that battle went both times, but this is the first one, is the defenses on the island fell quickly. The Mongols basically like pillaged the island to death. There's a word I want to use, but can't really because YouTube would have my head over it. And then they moved on to the mainland. So whatever amount of time they spent on Tsushima was very short.
Historical simulator, only taking a few artistic liberties, mainly by including elements of Japanese culture into the game's setting before they actually existed, like haiku and bushido. But that's the kind of artistic.
Yes, the Bushido Kowari wasn't a thing at the time, but obviously everybody associated that with samurai anyway, so why not? Why? Yeah, so why not? Why break people's perspectives? And yes, haiku did not exist at the time. There was a precursor to haiku that existed. I forget what it was called. But at this specific point in time, haiku did not exist yet. Also, I forget it. I don't know if he'll mention this here, but samurai didn't fight with swords at this time. They were almost entirely archers, if not entirely archery cavalry based. So, like, fighting with swords really wasn't a thing they did at that time. But the invasions kind of changed that. The invasions changed a lot about the Japanese culture. That's how significant they are to Japanese history. Not just the idea of small broken island nation of clans taking on the world's largest empire or something. It is literally everything about the Japanese culture and mentality changed from those invasions. Japan before the invasions and after is two completely different Japans.
License I feel is pretty acceptable. That's why I'm only going to send one of those liberties. The existence of katanas in the game, since the creation of the katana is actually tied to the Mongol invasion of Tsushima. The swords samurai were using at the time were called tachi, and they did a poor job penetrating Mongol armor, hence why the katana was created afterward to rectify that problem. Most people wouldn't be able to tell you the difference between a tachi and a katana anyway, so their exclusion is unnecessary even if you want the cool factor of a katana. This is more of a missed opportunity. The game could have still featured a katana if it wanted, and even make it a major plot point by having Jin wield the very first one as the weapon that gave him the edge to take on the Mongols more efficiently.
Yeah, they could have had Taka made it. He was a blacksmith. But that is a bit of a missed opportunity. But yeah, but that's not that bad.
Coward! Your enemy is no match for you.
In this flashback, Jin took his father's katana without permission to practice with it. His uncle, Lord Shimura, catches him in the act, but I can't see how Jin wasn't aware of his uncle's presence. He was standing just behind him as Jin started swinging the sword around, and it's not like his uncle blends in with the leaves.
My brother. The Mongols took him.
That's why you saved me.
Yuna saved Jin's life because she needs his help rescuing her brother Taka. When you examine the series of events, it doesn't add up. She would have rescued Jin shortly after the attack on the initial Mongol invasion of the beach, before the Mongols could have captured her brother on a different part of the island. And her bright idea to save Taka was a near-dead samurai she found on the beach, who she had no way of knowing whether he would live or be in any condition to fight if he recovered.
We could...
That's a very
cause a distraction.
Good point.
Sneak in.
No. We walk in the front gate. Khotun Khan set fire to our best swordsman. Humiliated my uncle.
Very good.
Butchered the warriors of Tsushima. I'm going to repay his kindness.
By repeating the same mistakes that got your friends killed.
That's what the Mongols will think. But this time, I'll strike first.
You struck first last time, unless Jin means a samurai who went down to face Koten Khan and was set on fire. Jin actually does the same thing as him here. Yell loudly to get the Khan's attention for a showdown. It goes about as well.
Enough.
Yeah.
Surrender.
For a guy who bragged about how much he studied his enemy before coming here, Koten Khan really doesn't understand the samurai belief of fighting until death and no surrender. Jin survives this. He doesn't even drop his katana. Ghost of Tsushima has a lot in common with Assassin's Creed, mostly in a positive way, because it takes everything Assassin's Creed does and does it better. However, dead parents for character motivation rears its head here as well. Jin's father was killed by bandits right before Jin's eyes as he hid in fear. Why was Jin even there in the first place, since his father is in full armor? I assume it was a military campaign, yet he brought his young son along with him to the battle. Jin must have been in the water for a very long time. It was night when Koten threw him off the bridge, yet he—
You know, it's funny because you look at this scene right here, and obviously with like the buildings and everything in the background, it gives the eye, it is clearly different from from what, it is clearly a retcon in the DLC, because clearly it changed to a beach. Instead of, yeah, it changed to a beach instead of a snow-covered village, which is clearly on Tsushima. Like, that is, oh boy. Yeah, that is some retconning there. Of course, this might be the original. I don't remember what it was presented in as in my game, because the DLC already existed, so maybe they changed that. I don't know. Either way.
First place, since his father is in full armor. I assume it was a military campaign, yet he brought his young son along with him to the battle. Jin must have been in the water for a very long time. It was night when Koten threw—
I questioned that the entire time. Like, why are you bringing your young kid with you?
him off the bridge, yet he walks onto the beach in daylight. From time to time, I had to smack my face over how pretty this game looks, though it does cheat a bit to do it. I can't tell you whether this game takes place during the spring or fall, since it seems to be a mix of the two seasons. The game implements a rather novel navigation system where you swipe the touchpad to blow wind in the direction of your marked objective. It's a feature I can get behind, since it keeps me from staring at a minimap with GPS lines drawn on it for hours on end. Other open world games might as well have the same graphics as found on the Atari due to how much time you spend looking at a two-dimensional minimap, though I suppose that this game would qualify as a horror game to those with pollen allergies due to the amount of dust and pollen your guiding wind kicks up.
We have
I do agree. I do like the navigation system.
Like thieves.
Ghost of
Of course, I do like the navigation system. Of course, it was a bit meh-ish at time because it was like, where's the wind going? I can't tell. Especially in the third section of the game. Oh my goodness. The wind lines and everything just blended in with the snow, and it's like, I can barely see where that's going. I think this way. And then some of the times it's like, nope, it was this way.
Tsushima plays around with a morality system, sort of how Sucker Punch's old Infamous games did, but it's only surface level, and your playstyle changes nothing but the weather. You can play
Oh! Sucker Punch made the Infamous games? Oh shit. I didn't know that. Yeah, they do.
the game as a stealthy assassin who stabs people in the back, or confront everyone head-on samurai style, without it really affecting the plot. The issue being cutscenes where Jin takes the non-samurai route with you having no control over it, and this ends up being a major plot element later. On one hand, I'm actually glad they didn't tie this game to such a system, but they do offer the illusion of it while forcing the story in one direction.
Yeah, that is the one. That is the case there where it's like they did do the same thing where it was like, oh, you have choices. But unlike any of the Infamous games where it was like, it's so tied down to those systems that it's like, it does matter. And it's rather, well, you can play fun, or where it's like, you can take the fun route and get the bad ending, or you can take the safe route that's less fun and get the good ending. Where this game, it's like, screw it, do whatever you want. It's going to be the same no matter what you do. So I do like that where it's just like, yeah, just have fun. Play however you feel like.
Deserve better than this. Convince your people to stop resisting, and you can walk free.
Since when were Mongols this into negotiation? If you
Never.
didn't surrender immediately, they wiped you out to serve as a lesson to the next person they faced. The face wound Jin gave to Koden back on the bridge healed remarkably fast. Ishikawa is the master archer Jin needs to help retake Castle Canada, but he's tied up in the affair of his student who betrayed him and is now working for the Mongols to teach them the way of the bow, which is a pretty laughable idea. One of the reasons Mongols were the dominant military force of their time was their skill with archery, especially while on horseback, which is something that never happens in this game oddly. The few times I encountered mounted Mongols, they never use bows. It can be hard to write characters in an open world game, along with
And any of the ones that do have bows on horseback, they might fire a shot or two and then they dismount.
writing a compelling plot. The trade-off between linear storytelling versus an open world to explore at your own leisure is a big one. You might be able to add a few memorable characters to the game, but often the plot will either plot along or end up being competent enough to get the job done without tripping over itself. And that's how I feel about Ghost of Tsushima's plot. The game has come dressed for success, but the characters pale in comparison to the exploration and combat. That's why for the first half of the game, you spend all of your time gathering allies and dealing with their assorted personal issues to get them to help you storm the castle to rescue Jin's uncle. Then after you do that, you have to do the same thing again for an entirely different castle, and then do it a third time in the final act. And it isn't like those characters you gather are standouts. They, like the plot, are there to get the job done. You might as well give them yellow hard hats and orange vests and traffic wands that guide cars along. Ryuzo leads a Straw Hat Ronins, a group of desperate mercenaries that are starving to death. Starvation after a Mongol invasion would be a real possibility, but the only people who seem to be starving are the Straw Hats. No other town or survivor camp is hurting for food.
No.
This was only a temporary depot. They're taking everything. Offshore. The boats are in the bay.
How exactly are you planning to get enough food to feed a small army off a Mongol ship with just the two of you? That takes time, and the distraction on the beach would only buy you so much. After raiding a fort only to find the Mongols had moved the food to a ship, and then finding the ship also had no food, I have to wonder what the Mongols stationed here were eating.
An iron hook with a rope attached to the end. You can use it to climb walls.
Yuna made her brother Taka out to be the best blacksmith on Tsushima, able to forge the tool Jin would need to scale Castle Canada's walls. But all he makes is a simple grappling hook, something any blacksmith could have forged.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where are you?
Ryuzo?
Tsushima Island is pretty big, yet Ryuzo somehow found Jin in Komatsu village with no way of knowing where he would be. With the addition of the grappling hook, Ghost of Tsushima becomes another game that adds to the growing Batman singularity, the point at which all games inevitably become Batman. Not that the game was trying too hard to avoid that outcome, with people referring to Jin as the Ghost and later giving him a black suit to wear.
Hey, if Arkham Knight works, it works. There's a reason why they keep making those games. They're fun.
It doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't?
My men said the Mongols didn't hurt them. They fed them. Good food, too.
After saving Ryuzo's men from the Mongol fort they were being held in by capturing it, the Straw Hats' food problem should be solved. Ryuzo even mentions that the Mongols fed his men that were locked up here, so they could just take the food that was stored here, but they don't.
Your ancestral castle lies to the north, yes? I look forward to visiting it, while I leave you here to starve to death.
Why haven't you already done that? You left half the island outside of your control while you had pointless talks with Lord Shimura. On that same note, why are you still in Tsushima? The point is to invade mainland Japan and take control of it. The longer you wait around here, the more time the Shogun has to shore up his defenses.
Yes.
The Khan put a bounty on the ghost.
Absolutely true. Yeah, in reality, what happened was Japan did get an early warning because of some Koreans, I believe. Yeah, because of, Koreans and possibly as well Chinese that went to mainland Japan. That deserted, went to mainland Japan, warned them of the invasion that was coming, which gave Japan some heads up warning. It wasn't enough to build up significant enough defenses. Oh, shit. Yeah, it wasn't enough to build up significant enough defenses to keep them from landing, because when they did land on mainland Japan, they did move in about 12 or so miles inland before then finally getting pushed back out. But it was enough to at least put up some resistance so there wasn't an immediate overwhelming force that just couldn't no longer be kicked out.
Anyone can claim it.
When Jin attacks Castle Canada, he finds Ryuzo waiting there for him to claim the bounty on Jin's head since his men are still starving. If Ryuzo wanted money, he could have sold the information about Jin's raid on the castle to the Mongols. In fact, since the Mongols let Ryuzo sit around in the castle to wait for Jin, they would have to know that Jin was coming tonight, yet they made no preparations and are taken by surprise by Jin and his allies, and Koten even leaves Shimura here. Why take Lord Shimura out of his cage and keep him in a room while the castle is being raided? He's Koten Khan's biggest hostage. Why not take him to the other fortress or kill him? History tells me that the aristocracy wouldn't give much of a damn about invaders burning a few peasants outside of the castle, or at least not enough to open the gates and surrender without a fight.
Return home.
Yeah, they wouldn't have cared. They honestly would not have cared. Like, oh no, they're burning peasants. So what? Oh, that's true. Let them die.
Claim your father's armor. Recruit the peasants of Yarikawa. I will petition the Shogun for reinforcements.
Act 2 is exactly the same as Act 1. Travel around, gain new allies, and take a different castle.
How we get a message to the mainland?
I have unsavory friends of my own.
Just a new
pirate named Goro.
Even if you know someone who can slip past the Mongol blockade, any reinforcements the Shogun would send would have to break through the same blockade and fight their way onto the island. And the Mongol ships have mortars.
We will take back your castle, uncle.
And destroy the Mongols.
This sounds like the plan you should have come up with when the Mongols first arrived instead of leading a suicide charge against them on the beach.
We were ambushed.
It's kind of, yeah, the game kind of takes like a bit of an alternate history where it's like, hey, what if the Mongols never made it to mainland Japan and instead got stuck on Tsushima because there was this one samurai who was a pain in their ass, which in reality there actually was a samurai that just kept continuing the fight, and then during the second invasion his son did it.
Taken captive, shoved into a covered pit, no food, so dark I couldn't see my hands in front of my face.
For someone who was only moments ago starving after weeks in a pit, Norio doesn't look it.
We can help break the siege outside your walls. In return, Lord Shimura requests your help.
The Mongols want to conquer the mainland. They will lose interest in us.
The Mongols built quite the reputation during their campaigns. This is the same army that destroyed an entire Middle Eastern kingdom for offending the Khan, right down to every last man, woman, and child they could find. And you think that the Mongols at your gate demanding you surrender or die will forget you and head for the mainland? The Mongols break through Yarikawa's gate in the initial attack, are beaten back by Jin and the people, then resort to siege weaponry before sending men through again, which is the opposite way of laying siege to a fortified location. You would start by using your siege weapons and starvation to soften the target before you ever sent troops over the wall. The combat has been realistic up until this point when Mongols start setting their swords on fire and Jin activates his devil trigger. Setting your sword on fire may look cool, but it's just going to ruin the temper on your blade.
Oh yeah, absolutely. One of my best generals.
Like that would absolutely weaken the blade.
My men have started to believe he's invincible. You will prove them wrong.
Or you could just leave for the Japanese mainland and stop worrying about Jin and this island. Koten Khan already gave up on convincing Shimura to side with him. So what is keeping him here? If he sails away, Jin is no longer his problem.
There are many ways to eliminate
Very true.
Find another.
What if we didn't have to kill him?
So instead of killing Jin, you want to capture him alive. Something that is a lot harder to do than killing someone.
Yeah.
Khan's army must have marched past here. Have you had any trouble?
A few bandits, nothing I can't take care of.
Koten Khan weirdly didn't have Jin's family home destroyed or its caretakers like Yuriko killed despite all the problems Jin is causing him. He is one forgiving Mongol. Japan is getting off easy.
I've come for my father's.
Yeah, really?
My armor.
I hid it somewhere safe.
Yuriko hid the armor Jin's father used to wear. She must have forgotten where she placed a few pieces of it, like the shoulder plates and the helmet, since you have to upgrade it to get the entire set. Jin's father died wearing the full armor, so it should have been intact. After teaching Jin how to make poison, Yuriko has a day out with Jin before dying in the most cliche way possible. I'm not even sure what killed her. She was fine when Jin arrived home, other than some normal memory loss from aging. Then she suddenly developed a cough on this mission and was dead within minutes. Japanese colds or something else. I was under the
Yeah, she did die pretty quick. Because it's like you find her and it's like, yeah, she seems perfectly fine. And then in like a matter of like 30 minutes, because like, as you saw with my, if any of you saw with my playthrough, it's like you can kind of roll through all of her missions one after another in probably about an hour, because she never leaves, so you never have to retrack her back down. So in the matter of like an hour or so, she kind of just she kind of goes from perfectly healthy and fine to sick and then dead. Because you could very easily presume she was just now finally dying of old age. And that's what finally got. And she just quickly went. But, whatever.
Impression that Jin and Lord Shimura were the only two samurai remaining on Tsushima, while planning to storm a fort so Goro can sail for the mainland with a message for the shogun. Two other samurai are following Lord Shimura and help out, and I'm just thinking, where did they come from?
I don't think those are samurai. I think those are just soldiers. They just have good armor for some reason. Well, they're probably close guards, so I would imagine Lord Shimura would want them to have good armor as his guard.
A weapon of the enemy.
The hwacha wasn't invented until the 1500s and was used to thwart the Japanese invasion of Korea. You also couldn't instantly reload the hundreds of arrows once you ran out, nor would you want to stand directly behind one while the rockets are igniting. That's where the exhaust would be directed. Jin should walk away from this thing covered in soot and third-degree burns.
These mercenaries.
Yeah, we just have a hwacha because it's cool.
Are poised to strike our flank.
Do you know where Ryuzo is now?
Not far. Fort Koyasan.
Ryuzo's plan to deal with Jin was to drop hints of his whereabouts so Jin would come looking for him. So far, that's a solid start, but then it just gets lazy. He waits around in this fort, and when Jin finally shows up, a straw hat comes up from behind and whacks Jin on the head. He may as well have propped a box up with a stick and waited for Jin to crawl under it.
You were gone so long. I knew you were in trouble.
Yeah, really.
I came to help, but the Mongols caught me.
Taka is also captured during the assault in a lazy manner. He was safe after causing the distraction, and had to return while Jin was unconscious in order to be captured.
Yeah, I didn't like how he was just like, oh, he's captured now too. And the reasoning is kind of, it's fair, but it's weak. I didn't really like how that was executed. Either, but whatever. Give them a reason. Give people a reason to continue
and I will
fighting.
give them peace.
The Mongols never really cared much about your cooperation. If you didn't do what they wanted, they either killed you or marched you in front of their army as a living shield. Koten wanting Lord Shimura and now Jin to side with him is pointless. The amount of opposition on Tsushima is pretty small to begin with, and certainly not worth wasting all this time over.
Yeah, that is literally something they did. It's like, you rather cooperate or you die. And if they allowed you to live at all, then yeah, they would be using you as human shields. Like, they sailed to the mainland Japan, stringing the civilian population of Tsushima on their ships. And then when they invaded the mainland, they literally had a strung up, like strings tied through their hands, human shield of Japanese civilians against the Japanese army. It was like, you kill your people to get to us. Like, they did some pretty horrific shit.
Friend died for you. Now I must find another, and you must choose again.
Koten thinks it'll be possible to convince Jin to side with him after killing Taka right before his eyes, because he doesn't kill Jin when he has the perfect chance to, and even leaves the fort. Carrying Jin's head around on a pike would be pretty effective at squashing resistance too. Well, that was piss easy to escape from. The Mongols even left all of Jin's equipment and his katana nearby.
You must be our reinforcements.
That is correct. I am Lord Sadamane Oga, bannerman to the Shogun.
No mention of how the Shogun's samurai reinforcements managed to get past the Mongol fleet surrounding the island.
Samurai pride themselves on their honor code, but it also makes them rigid, predictable, easy to break. Ghost has no limits. This makes him dangerous.
Maybe you should have killed him when you had him tied up then. I know I keep going on about the Khan, but that's because I actually like him as a character. So to see him stringing along the plot with stupid decisions is a shame.
Yeah.
Cowards!
He started off pretty strong.
Jin! What are you doing? Clearing the way.
Combat system. Jin and his uncle Shimura were the last two samurai who remained alive and would have few restrictions on how to combat.
What are you doing? Clearing the way. Not like that. Never like that. Face them as a warrior with honor.
All of this stuff about honor and facing your enemy really only applied to other samurai in the more ritualistic combat between them. If a samurai were facing
where they would mutually understand, these are our rules of combat. Respect them. We both know it. Let's fight with it.
bandits or foreign invaders, they would have few restrictions on how to combat it. The samurai would see the
Yeah, because they would pretty much see immediately that it's like whoever they were facing obviously would not follow by the same rules and probably would start off not following by the same rules. So for them, it would be like, well, not just for them, just typical in warfare. It's like, if one side does something, that's fair game now.
Mongols as having no honor, so most of those concepts go right out the window, even more so when a samurai is completely surrounded by foreign invaders.
We will strike before they regroup and end this war tomorrow.
You sent our men to die.
They are soldiers.
Their blood is on our hands.
I don't recall Jin getting this upset over the previous time Shimura led a charge against the Mongols that resulted in a lot of casualties.
He'd want you to have it.
Yuna gives Jin some armor Taka had been making.
He does get a little overly upset. It's like, Shimura does have one point. They both have a bit of a point where it's like, yes, they are soldiers. They kind of know what's on the line. But at the same time, Jin's point is like, well, we can't, just don't pointlessly throw bodies at the problem and hope it goes away. Because now you're just throwing away lives that could have been used for better fighting.
For him. She didn't show up in the cutscene carrying clothes. Looking at the ghost armor, it seems like an armload too. Jin only poisons 2 flasks of milk, yet it poisons every Mongol in the castle. This poison acts within seconds. At best, the first few people to drink it should have started vomiting blood, and then the rest would have known something was up.
Where's the...
Thank goodness the entire camp decided to have a cheers. And drink all at the same time.
Khan. He rode north. Made me stay behind to collect the ghost's head.
What exactly is Khotin Khan's plan now? He's lost control of most of the island, after accomplishing nothing. Only now does he plan to sell for the Japanese mainland while Tsushima slips from his grasp.
He defended us!
By spreading fear and chaos!
How has Jin spread fear and chaos? It's not like there were any witnesses. All of the Mongols here are dead.
The Shogun will demand aid.
True. Spreading fear and chaos into the nobody that is left alive.
But it does not have to be yours. I know she drove you to this.
Uncle.
Renounce the ghost. You must blame her for this outrage.
Seems like a hard sell when he's covered in blood and the other samurai saw him use poison once already. Wouldn't lying and casting blame on another be dishonorable?
Yes, it would.
Go.
They just let Yuna run off with Jin's sword like that.
A reward for helping retake his home.
I'm watching the prisoner.
He's not going anywhere. Wait too long, and your friends will drink it all.
Everyone should know that the sake merchant Kenji is one of Jin's allies. He was at the camp right before the attack on the Mongols, yet the guard leaves him alone to go drink sake. He also left the key to the cell behind as well, because Kenji opens Jin's cell after the guard leaves.
He's waiting in kin with your equipment.
Jin did give Yuna his sword before telling her to leave, but the rest of Jin's equipment should be here somewhere after he was placed in custody. Maybe close the gate instead of letting him ride out of it, or maybe chase after him on your own horses. Jin should not have been able to escape on a dying horse. The northern tip of the island isn't so far north that it should be frozen over. All 4 seasons now seem to be happening simultaneously on Tsushima.
Yeah, that's very true. Like, the map itself is 14 kilometers. That's not a very big... That's not very big. That is very small. In fact, the real southern island of Tsushima isn't... 14 kilometers is about half the length of the southern island. And if you want a good idea, real life Tsushima is just off the southern coast of South Korea. Where the closest part of Korea that it is the city of Busan, which, going off of what I've gathered from like reading webtoons and everything, Busan seems to be like a pretty popular like vacation spot of sorts. It can get cold there, yeah, in the winter. But for the most part, it's kind of like that, like, southern, like, somewhat tropical or whatever vacation spot. Like, it's just a nice city to go to. But it's like Tsushima is a little bit more south of that, so it's like it would not have this extreme weather change because you're not gonna have like some weird weather effect where it's like, oh, you traveled north and now you're in the snow. It's like, no, this is a very small island. If the rest of the island is experiencing like this spring fall weather, the north of the island it would be experiencing the same weather. I did question that myself. I just didn't bring it up. Because it was like, what's the point?
Poured from his mouth. Smells like wolf's bane. The Mongols learned how to make my poison.
The Mongols somehow got their hands on Jin's poison without ever having a sample of it. All of the Mongols at the castle died of the poisoning, so they couldn't have taken the milk flask and examined them. And Yuriko died after showing Jin how to make it. Without seeing which plant Jin uses for it, they somehow figured it out and managed to find a supply of the flowers here in the frozen over northern part of the island.
Poison me. I can lose them in the storm.
The Mongols come from the frozen steppe. I don't think a little wind and snow is going to deter them that much, especially when Jin collapses 10 feet from where they shot him. The Mongols couldn't find Jin in the storm, but Yuna did. This makes twice now that she has inexplicably rescued Jin. That poison is so lethal it acts instantly, leaving the person on the ground choking on their own blood. And there is no antidote, yet Jin somehow survives it easily.
What's in all these barrels? Supplies?
Flowers. Poison. One barrel holds enough to kill hundreds. Khan will use this against the mainland. We can't let him leave Tsushima.
Hundreds, you say? The Mongols were only responsible for killing millions with standard weapons, yet they need this poison as their secret sauce to conquer Japan. Makes you wonder how the Mongols conquered most of the known world around this time without poison. I also find it hard to believe that the Mongols only just recently came across the idea of poisoning after Jin started using it. These are the same Mongols that catapulted disease corpses over castle walls to spread plague among their enemies.
Exactly. Yeah, them discovering poison at this point is like gas being used in World War I. It's a big deal, but it's not as big of a changer as a situation changer as you think it is. Because the amount of people that died from gas attacks versus actual warfare in combat is such a small percentage that it might as well not even matter. It's just the principle of it all.
Waves. They're flat.
The kind you see before a storm.
The Mongol fleet was crippled by a typhoon, not a blizzard. The Mongol fleet is never even destroyed in this game, and I was kind of looking forward to that moment. I suppose having samurai row up to crippled Mongol ships to slaughter and burn tired and injured enemies alive would clash with the plot focused on fighting with honor.
You're thinking of the wrong war because there were 2 invasions. This is the first invasion, which was not destroyed by a storm. They were literally defeated conventionally. It was the second invasion that was destroyed by a storm. And then it just doesn't happen. But this is where it's like I have to push back on, because it's like this isn't a sin that it wasn't destroyed by a storm, because the first invasion wasn't destroyed by a storm. That was the second invasion. Like, while that would have been a great moment just for the hell of it, it is more appropriate that it didn't happen versus it indeed happening. And also, that would have been in the mainland on the southern island, not here in Tsushima. But whatever.
Khan is almost ready to sail for our mainland. With ships full of men, explosives, and my poison.
What exactly is Khotin Khan waiting for now? He has all the poison he needs. He should just sail away.
But we need more fighters.
No.
My uncle wants the Khan dead as much as we do. He'll join our attack.
He'll throw you in prison.
I'll write him a message. Leave it in his quarters.
You could also just send a messenger with your letter.
The people of your mainland will suffer.
The poison plotline never really came together for me, and proves that there wasn't a whole lot of effort put into Koten Khan's goal. Only his presentation. His goal changed multiple times over the game so he would have a reason to stay on the island instead of leaving for Japan. And now some simple poison is supposed to be the major threat that has to be stopped. The poison can't be that useful of a weapon if Jin can take a face full of it and shrug it off.
Another will come.
Sequel baiting. But then again, that is historically what happened.
The Khan is dead,
it is.
but his army is still here.
You are aware that this is the
Our
first
home
invasion.
won't be safe until we drive them out to sea.
Even with Koten Khan dead, the Mongol fleet still isn't sailing for Japan. Like, what are they even doing here now?
The Shogun has declared you a traitor.
They're trapped.
He ordered you to kill me.
Either the Shogun is dumb or someone is lying to him about Jin. The Shogun isn't the honor pope who judges a samurai's actions against some religious doctrine that must be followed to the letter.
No,
He's a politician and military leader. If you brought Jin's actions of successfully killing Mongols, including their Khan, while thwarting an invasion of the mainland before him, he would probably wonder why you're wasting his time. Then commend Jin and tell him to do it some more, but that they would make it sound a bit cleaner in proclamations and history books.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because as far as the concern would be is, oh, you pretty much single-hand, it's like, oh, you mainly by yourself defeated this entire invasion and even killed their main leader? Well, go do it again! Keep doing it! Who cares if you're not following the rules? It's working!
This is one of those games that makes it all worth it. It hits all three of the basic pleasures of YouTube game reviewers, performs strongly in search algorithms, has a small amount of people trying to stir up impotent controversy over it, and is actually a pretty good game. It ends just before it starts to wear out its welcome, which is something few open world games manage, and the ending feels earned while keeping with the Kurosawa theme. And the best thing about it is how in a few months Assassin's Creed Valhalla releases into a post-Ghost of Tsushima world, and that people may finally smell the thick cloud of extra chromosomes that surround that series, and that our expectations should be a little higher when playing a game set during important history. In hindsight, we lucked out that Ubisoft considered it too cliché to ever set an Assassin's Creed game in Japan. It's possible to achieve a wonderful bit of spite without ever meaning to.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Achievement. Goddamn Mongolian! Sure, why not? Yeah, the stirring up of minor controversy, if any of you recall, this came out in 2020, the same time as Last of Us Part 2. That's the controversy. This game versus that one. And everything that surrounds that. But, yeah. There's that. Oh, nope, I won't OBS. So, yeah, there's that. Good. Check out Dardigan. He has a bunch of video. He's an awesome guy. I don't know him personally, but a lot of videos are along those lines where it's like they're fun. They have a lot of stuff to them. They actually bring down like, yeah, no, this is pointing out actual stuff that is wrong. Because I found it's like I didn't really disagree with much of anything that he had to say. And while I could probably partially counter some stuff, there was still a point where it was like, yeah, no, that's still a plot hole, and it's kind of based on you filling in the gaps yourself. Without the game ever actually showing it, saying it, or anything. So you just presume that's just what it is. But I think that's a good place to stop for today. We've been going for almost 3 hours. What, 2? Yeah, it's whatever. And I just wanted to get that in. So this has been Ghost of Tsushima. This was an awesome game. The DLC has little much to desire, I would say. But other than that, that is it for this. So next time I stream will be Ghost of Yoltai. We'll be moving from PS4 to PS5. And I get to play a new game. A very new recent game. That's probably already lost its hype, but whatever. Hopefully. And I think Dargan has a video on that one too, so when I finish that game, we'll do the same thing. As long as I don't get in too much trouble for doing this, I hope dead. My mic turned off. I don't know when that happened. So, but I guess I'll restart my thoughts. I don't want to make this seem like I'm stealing Dartigan's content. I'm not trying to steal his content or anything like that. I just wanted to like react to this show. Yeah, make comments, maybe add some stuff and whatever. Like, I just wanted to have fun with something like that and see how well that goes over. If he earnestly does not like that and I shouldn't do it, I won't do it. So if me having the video play like that and then me doing that is an issue, I'll stop. Like I'd be very respectful for that. I'm not gonna be like, well, screw you, I can do what I want. No. If that's an issue, that's an issue. And it's not like I just let the video play and I was silent. I was constantly pausing. That took that took well over twice as long than the actual video length. Because I kept stopping and kept talking. But that'll be it. So what are you? Oh. The bitrate is not 0, Studio. Stop fooling yourself. But that'll be it. So, for everybody that joined in and stayed with that whole last, hour here, I hope you enjoyed my Let's Play of the game. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to that video. I hope you enjoyed everything. Anything. And I hope to see you again. So, with that, I bid all of you a nice and wonderful